It's amazing how Israel gets off scot-free on everything. I mean, people keep complaining about what America does here, what America does there, and it's really Israel doing it. But no one can say that. Even Putin, he complains about the Chechen rebels and the terrorists supported by the US, but he dare not mention the Israelis. It's actually documented publicly how much Georgia was backed by the Israelis, and it's well known in Ukraine as well. But nevertheless, this is the reality, and we should take stock that the Zionists, the Rothschilds, are heavily involved in Russia. It's not the independent place we'd like to think it is. Putin is a better statesman than any of them in the West, any of them, but he's still a statesman. And I've got to the point where I don't want to listen to interviews of statesmen. There is no one left. All the gods have fallen. They're all false gods. They have their own interests, and they may be good for their people when the people are lucky, but nothing to be gleaned or gained from putting our hopes in these leaders. They kind of control these mass armies, and it's interesting, it's intriguing to see what they can do, what they do, but it's just like a game, like a football match to watch. It's time to turn off and maybe seek a scholar or a spiritual leader, but the area of politics and statesmen, no, there's nothing to offer. So Putin's complaining about the U.S. supporting the Chechen rebels. Not a whisper about Israel. Says it all. But they've actually got a Rothschild bank in the central bank of Russia. And 99% of the oligarchs are pally with the Rothschilds. I don't know, what else? What other news? We have to stop taking interest in these false idols that we're given. It really is the crime of the century to be following people that are not as presented. A lot of Muslims still won't embrace Russia. They don't see it as being on their side, really. It's partially a leftover issue from the Soviet Union, but also, Russia's taken sides in the Arab world. It's all a big mess. I see Israel's behind everything, behind the Russia's moves. I mean, Putin could go rogue, Russia could go rogue and come out independent and at war with the West. That can happen. But in the meantime, it's playing ball.